Eric Holmes does not have to pitch too much. This movie called You Can't Run Forever stars J.K. Simmons. The movie starts with J.K. Simmons. He's on a bike, goes to a gas station. There's a guy, he's walking the dog sort of to the corner in a wooded area. And that guy walking the dog is yelling at his dog. And then there's two people next to him, and they're telling him to shut the dog up. And they're being annoying. The guy with the dog's being annoying. And J.K. Simmons, you can tell right from the get-go as he's getting gas for his motorcycle, you don't want to F with this guy. So what happens in the gas station is he takes out several people in the gas station with a gun, and he leaves a couple of people, the ones who did not annoy him, alive. That is a premise of You Can't Run Forever. There is a reason why he is a sociopath, and that it is explained in You Can't Run Forever. It's also explained in the trailer, which I don't know, Eric.
I would avoid the trailer.
I would avoid the trailer.
Just going cold.
Going cold. We set it up for you. There is a sociopath on the loose, and he's tracking down a teenage girl played by Isabelle Anaya out in the middle of the woods. And most of the movie centers on this teenager as she's trying to run away from this killer. Also, it intercuts with the teenager trying to talk to her mother, who is understandably distressed, and her mother is part of this triangle where she is trying to make sure her daughter is safe out in the woods, and she's also trying to call that killer, played by J.K. Simmons, and go have a chess game with him as well. You Can't Run Forever is directed by and co-written by Michelle Schumacher. It's a family affair. Eric, you want to talk about why this movie is sort of a family affair? Pretty much a family affair.
Yeah, so J.K. Simmons and Michelle Schumacher are married. It also stars J.K. Simmons' daughter, Olivia Simmons. Music's done by his son, Joe Simmons, and I believe Randall Schumacher, their uncle, who's the producer. And I did some looking back, and apparently this is the second movie they've done. And after talking with Joe and Olivia, apparently that's just something they do. Just like once in a while, it's like, hey guys, want to get together and make a movie? Might as well. We all do this stuff. So, and this turned out really, really damn good. We always talk about this is first of all, J.K. Simmons is a serial killer hunting someone through the woods.
Yeah. Okay,
my sales pitch is done. That's all you need.
That's it.
But it even goes a separate, because we talk about movies that are, some movies just like take the simple approach and just distill it down to what it is.
And that can work.
Usually that works better because too many times they think they need to throw extra crap on it. And it's like, no, just keep it simple. And this kind of has that, but then it veers outside of that. And the extra stuff that would normally be really annoying or extraneous or come on, let's move it along, actually it works in this. Like when you start finding out who J.K. Simmons is and why he's after Miranda and like all that stuff, because before it's just, oh, he's a serial killer going after him. But then as the movie goes on and you start kind of, they start peeling the onion, so to speak, that part starts getting really interesting. And yeah, this thing's a banger. I love this movie.
The teenage girl, she's not played by Isabelle Anaya. She's not annoying. She's good in the movie. She has to carry a portion of the movie as well. And Eric, like you said, it veers off in so many directions that even the supporting characters, there's two deputy sheriffs who are waiting for some backup and some help. And it starts off with them being a little bit comedic and irresponsible and in over their heads. You get to see where those characters go towards the end of the movie. That's pretty well developed. Where even the smaller characters, Eric was mentioning the mother who you actually interviewed a week ago.
Fernanda Urrejola.
She's very good in this movie. She has a whole separate situation where she's on the phone talking to both her daughter and then separately with the killer, and she has her own moments in this movie as well. Olivia Simmons, again, the daughter, she has a very interesting arc as well in this movie. She does some very interesting stuff with her friends when they go out into the woods and whatnot, and you're going, no. There's a lot of stuff to really actually dig about You Can't Run Forever. This is sort of an upscale in the genre for me, Eric. Surprisingly so. Yeah?
Yeah. It's, I don't want to get much past what it's kind of, it's kind of sold as a whole thing. Cause again, just avoid the trailer. Do not watch the trailer. Trailer gives away way too much. I guess there's still a couple surprises left in it, but if you watch the trailer, you're getting that. It just cut it off at the knees, I think.
Yeah, no, I watched the trailer before watching the movie. I would have liked to have not watched the trailer. That said, I still enjoyed it. But listen to what Eric said. Don't watch this trailer.
Last Stop in Yuma County kind of had that same thing.
That. Oh,
like the trailer for that, like the first half of the Last Stop in Yuma County trailer, like that's all you need. That'll get you sold. The last half is like too much.
All right, so You Can't Run Forever. This is going to be our spoiler discussion this week for our Patreon members. Eric and I would jump on after the recording show for like maybe a 5 to 7 minute discussion on why we really enjoyed You Can't Run Forever. They do a couple of interesting things, in my opinion, regarding the third act. I don't know if you agree with that, Eric, but we're going to discuss. We're going to discuss some of the spoiler stuff for You Can't Run Forever. Again, for me, in the upscale of this crime revenge thriller genre, I'm surprisingly giving this movie 4 out of 5 stars in theaters, on digital, on demand, Friday, May 17th. Final thoughts, Eric, and your rating.
I'll go a little higher and go 4.5. One, because it's just really entertaining, thrilling, suspenseful movie, but also I like the family dynamic of this. I didn't know this while watching the first time, but after finding out that it's like, hey guys, let's go make a movie, and then like that, you can kind of like forgive it some of its flaws, but the fact that they were able to do that and it turns out as good as it was is both charming and just impressive, just because it's a fun movie.
It's like reverse Death Wish meets a family drama, which is what's right. How is that for a pitch, folks?
It's like,
how's that for a pitch?
Falling down in the woods.
You Can't Run Forever, 4.5 stars. 4 for me. This might be our pick of the week in theaters, on digital, and on demand Friday.
It's definitely mine, but I would like to pitch it.
Okay, let's hear it.
You know, you can't run forever, but sometimes a guy named Wade that looks suspiciously like J.K. Simmons is following you through the woods, and you're running and you run through the woods, and you know what? It's getting dark. You're getting cold. You need a hoodie that you can find at CinemAddictsPodcast.com. And after all that running, of course, you're going to get thirsty. And why not use a CinemAddicts pint glass also that you can get at CinemAddictsPodcast.com for the low price of $19.69. But you know what? When you're running forever, it's not always during the summertime. Sometimes it's during the wintertime, in which case you will need a CinemAddicts black coffee mug for the low price of $15.69 at CinemAddictsPodcast.com. You too can have that CinemAddicts black coffee mug.
And act now, prices are going up by the second.
Act now, prices will go up, but
very good, Eric Holmes.
Prices go up, but the quality remains the same.
Bruce, should we have Eric Holmes, a showman, every single week doing the little tap dance?
Yes. Tap dance for your supper, buddy.
Very, very good. Excellent stuff, Eric. Again, that I guess is our top pick of the week.